guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to tell you 8 reasons why I think that iPhones are better than Android. Let's start. Number 1, Apple has a closed ecosystem, which that pretty much means that Apple controls everything there is in an iPhone. The software, the hardware, the whole experience, Apple controls. Whereas in Android, Google doesn't control all that because they have Samsung, they have LG, they have Huawei, they have all those partners that have all these phones that control that part. They control what the phone looks like. Samsung, you buy a Samsung, they put what it looks like. You can modify it, well, because it's an Android, of course. But Google doesn't control that, which brings me to the factor of it doesn't have the same good fluid experience as an iPhone, because an iPhone is what you see is what you get, and it's across everything. The iPad has it, the iPhone has it, any iOS product has the same experience. You open up an iPhone, you set it up. It's really simple. Like, all your apps are there. They're just right there, home screen. There is no swiping or anything like that. You want an app, you go to App Store, you download it. That's all there is to it. Whereas an Android, you get it, you set it up, and then you go to your home screen. But where's your apps? Like, they're not there. So where are they? Well, you swipe up and there they are. But that may be really inconvenient for some people, which is understandable. And some people may like that because they don't have all those apps on the home screen, which is nice. Which brings me to point number 2, ease of ability, like for new people. Like, if you're new to a smartphone, honestly, iOS is the way to go, because Android is a little bit more complicated to learn. There's so much stuff you can do with Android, but don't get me wrong, anybody can learn it. It's like, it's just a little bit more. Whereas if you don't want all that hassle and you just want to get it and go, iPhone is the way to go, because like I said, what you see is what you get. You set it up, go to your home screen, there it all is, all your apps. App Store, you want something, you download it, done. Simple, right? Okay. Which brings me to point number 3. iPhones are better in my opinion because they get updates every month. Not just security updates, but software updates, like for like new things, like new features. Cool, right? Yeah. Android, they get updates too, but they're security updates, which there's nothing wrong with that. It's always good to have a secure phone. You do not want to have to worry about getting hacked or anything like that. It is such a big thing today that it's insane. It literally is. And hackers get smarter every day. And it's crazy. Which brings me to point number 4, longer support. See, on an iPhone, you get longer support. That iPhone 5S you owned from way back when is still usable today. In fact, Apple supports it software-based. Like, you can download iOS 12, which is crazy because that phone is 6 years old. That's pretty old in phone years. But on an Android, you don't get that kind of support. You get 2 years guaranteed software updates and 3 years of security updates. On the flagship phones. The cheaper phones, some of them are like, you get like a year of updates and maybe 2 years security updates. They all differ, but there is not one Android phone out there that has 6 years of updates. Not one. Which is crazy. So if you buy an iPhone, it's pricey, yeah, but you're getting what you pay for. It's wonderful. You just love the experience. Which brings me to my next point, number 5. No bloatware. If you don't know what bloatware is, that's pretty much unwanted apps. Let's say you go buy a new Samsung or an LG or something from Verizon or Sprint or T-Mobile or whatever carrier you have. You open up that phone, and then there's these apps that you don't want. You may not want, like Amazon. I mean, a lot of people use Amazon, but there may be somebody that doesn't, and it's just taking up space. Or there may be somebody that uses Amazon, but if they want something, they just go to the site and they get it. So, you may not want that. Okay, well, you gotta uninstall it. You can. It tells you you can uninstall the updates and bring it back to factory settings, but you can't uninstall it. It's there. It's taking up your storage, your space, and it's just unnecessary. You don't want it. Whereas an iPhone, you don't get that. You don't have to worry about all these random apps because Like I said, Apple controls everything, and Apple doesn't want you to have that experience. They want it to be a nice, fluid, fresh experience where you get plenty of storage, which is absolutely amazing. Which brings me to point number 6. Apple products play nice with other products. Example, an iPhone. You have it, you have your Mac. They work so good together, it's crazy. Like, continuity is amazing. They introduced that like back in iOS 8, and it really awesome feature. But let's say you're on your iPhone, you're on Safari, you're in your mail, and you're just going through there, and you're like, hey, you know, I'm home or whatever, or my Mac is nearby. I'd rather look at it at a big screen. Instead of having to go back and see where you were at, you can literally just open up your Mac and click the app, because it'll be like bouncing in the corner, and it'll have like a little phone icon showing where you left off, and you can just click it and you're there. It's the best experience. I love continuity. Continuity is a great feature. Number 7, best support and help. You get such good support. It's like, wow. There are some like things Apple could fix, but we're not going to talk about them in this video. But number 7, anyway. You can literally, if your phone like breaks or you start to have a problem with your iPhone, you just call the iPhone, you know, you call Apple support. Or if you can't call, but you have like a computer or another device, you can just go to their site and message them and tell them what's going wrong with your iPhone, and then they'll be like, okay, yada yada, they'll diagnose it, and then they can tell you how much it's gonna cost, yada. Or if they can just fix it, you know, through a software update or restoring it or something, you know, they're there, they can help you. Whereas in Android, you don't have that kind of support, you don't have that kind of help. Like some do, like Google for instance, they have, if you have a Pixel phone, you have like a little Google help support. And then they can live chat you or message them, and it's neat. But Samsungs, LGs, Huawei's, ZTE, all that kind of stuff, they don't have that kind of support, which makes it inconvenient. So if you have a problem with your phone, you can either A, figure out how to repair it yourself, B, take it to somebody who knows how to fix phones like that, or C, you can trash that phone and get a new one, which is very inconvenient. And if that phone costs you a good amount of money, the last thing you're going to do is option C. Which brings me to point 8, much faster. The iPhone is so much faster than an Android, it's ridiculous. That's mainly because Apple's A series chips, they pretty much make the iPhone what it is today, the monster it is. Like the A12 is still unbeaten by the Snapdragons processors that Androids run. And it's crazy because it's so fluid on iPhone. Like let's say you're a video editor, right? Or photo or something like that. You go to edit it, chances are it's not going to be a big difference, but it's going to be a difference. You're going to get an iPhone, you're going to get on your Android, you're going to go to edit it, you're going to see how much faster the iPhone is compared to the Android. And it's crazy, honestly. But anyway, I'm going to wrap this video up, guys. I really appreciate you making it this far. And if you like what you watched, leave me a comment if you want me to do like an Android version of this, and subscribe. And if you would like to keep updated and see videos I post, hit that little bell icon. And until next time, bye guys.